Welcome back to the Jimvitational. It's round 2, losers between Adam, AC77, and Super Epic, Ampharos C. Both of these gamers, unfortunately, dropped to the losers bracket after facing their round 1 opponents. And as this is a double elimination bracket, they've got one more shot to try to remain in the Jimvite 2. Adam going to pivot to Skarm immediately on mixed meta, revealed mixed meta, so you'd imagine this likely has Thunder Punch or Hidden Power Fire, and there is the Hidden Power Fire. Adam happy to take about 32 net %, and slight prediction from C there, trying to catch something else coming in on the Fire, throws out a Psychic, and Adam maybe roaring, maybe supposing that Super Epic Ampharos was going to be switching out. Well, Blissey doesn't quite like this unless it has counter. Oh, the attack array is not what you want to see, but we have paralyzed the Metagross. That's something. How will Adam try to maneuver around this? We bring the Skarm back in on a Meteor Mash miss. Excuse me, folks. That's quite helpful. And despite the attack raise, you want the full accuracy of the Hidden Power Fire, which is also probably doing about as much as Mash, maybe even a bit more anyway, folks. C repeatedly just bringing this Metagross in. I mean, Adam's had to roar it out on 2 separate occasions, perhaps representing that now that the Skarm has lost so much health, maybe this mixed meta is kind of difficult for the team structure to deal with. We have Tyranitar mixed T-Tar coming in and going for the Fire Blast 2-hit KO, and a very, very fortunate full para there. T-Tar really not wanting to lose the vast majority of its health to a Meteor Mash in that spot. And C is going to bring in a T-Tar, avoiding a burn. What kind of T-Tar is it? Clicking Focus Punch, and that's going to chunk this incoming Swampert. Rather helpful. The leftovers revealed on both Mon. And, oh, Hydro Pump miss on Adam's side. Unfortunate. Mixed Tyranitar, Focus Punch, Hidden Power, Grass, catching Adam off guard and eliminating the Swampert. The mixed Metagross and this T-Tar are going to be going in even harder. And it looks like, in fact, C is going to be sacking the meta. It had gotten rather low. It was paralyzed. And it's Starmie to try to deal with the Breloom. Likely clicking Ice Beam. Adam's just going to be getting the Blissey in. And of course, Rapid Spin, also easy to click. You do risk getting Spored, though you, of course, you have your natural Cure Pokemon. And you can kind of just stay in. You resist the Focus Punch from the Breloom. The Sleep Sack is going to be the Swampert on Super Epic Ampharos' side. Which I suppose that makes sense. This isn't rock spam or anything like that. The rock resist maybe doesn't need to be as active of a presence on C's side. It's Swords Dance past Celebi. And we're going to have to be going elsewhere expeditiously. No, of course, we can just recover. And now we have Slow Pass. That was excellently played by Super Epic Ampharos. Now you can Baton Pass. Oh, no, we're straight up switching. Very interesting to me. Because, hold on a second. You get paralyzed. Drill Peck doesn't kill the Celebi. So that's the whole point, right? Is you get your slow Baton Pass, and then the thing that you switch to, such as, you know, the Salamence or the Tyranitar, it gets the attack and it doesn't have to take any damage. Perhaps we'll learn more about the Celebi and or the rest of the team that could indicate why this would just be a straight up switch to the T-Tar. I suppose you were able to get it in without losing any more health on the Celebi. Maybe C didn't want to risk a full para. If the Celebi gets full para there, maybe the game is over. Maybe that's an unacceptable risk. Even if it's a 25% chance, you lose your Swords Dance pass, maybe that's all the win conditions down the drain. And we're back in this situation. Ancient Power revealed for the Celebi, making it all the more likely to me that this has Baton Pass, if there was even any doubt. And we're outspeeding, so we can click Recover here. And that I would have been a little worried about a Thunder Wave click from Adam, but again, see, it was able to pivot the Tyranitar in on a Drill Peck, and there's an unfortunate full para. We could have potentially eliminated the Zapdos and empowered the Celebi to perhaps Swords Dance pass to the Salamence. And this is Mixed T-Tar, so besides that Focus Punch, who knows what the last move is? It looks like the Metagross and likely the Mence folks are probably the two Pokemon most wanting to receive the attack boosts. Well, the question is, now what? Sky Uppercut could very much be coming down. Mence can come in and intimidate and resist the fighting move, which was actually Brick Break. And it's Leftovers Salamence. That's all we know so far. Simply clicking Hidden Power Fly, and that's going to 2-hit the Blissey. This is a tough spot for Adam now. You have a full health T-Tar, and it looks like Adam's going to be sacking the Blissey specifically to actually get Zapdos in. It's Mixed Zap, as we know. We've just seen Peck and T-Wave. And Swampert can come in on most of what such a Zapdos is able to do. C has earned the opportunity to burn a turn of sleep here, but it was Hidden Power Grass all along. Maybe C simply hoping that that wasn't the case. And you might have to pivot out here. No. Okay, C's going to sack the Swampert. That will allow, if the Breloom can get in safely, that's going to allow something else to have to get put to sleep later on. Though I suppose C still does have two natural cure Pokemon, and heads up Ice Beam, click. Could the Starmie just clean up here? Surely a Fire Blast Tyranitar has Crunch or Pursuit, and that's a devastating Hydro Pump miss. That chip could have been very important, folks. Celebi comes in, could just be clicking Recover. Would Fire Blast do 70% to the Celebi? Adam immediately going to the Zapdos here. Interesting. I mean, is that Hidden Power? Wait a minute. By the way, folks, that explains it. It wasn't Baton Pass after all. That's Hidden Power fighting. It's Swords Dance Ancient Power fighting coverage, I think. And that's why they switched out, because they got parried and the Celebi wasn't going to be able to do much. Well, you live and learn. Two Mixed Tyranitar staring one another in the face. Adam hoping for a full para or for a switch there, not getting it. And hadn't revealed Focus Punch yet, so C might have been a bit more inclined to switch. Getting the full para on the turn that you don't click Focus Punch. We've all been there. Looks like Adam is just going to try to go for some special defense drops, yeah. And after Lefty's Chip Heal, I believe Adam has a good shot to live another Hidden Power Grass. C will be sacking the Celebi to bring in Mence. And what an endgame we found ourselves in. Again, it's Lefty's Hidden Power Flying. I imagine that this is simply DD. And does this T-Tar have anything to hit the Salamence? No, I wouldn't believe it does. And yeah, without a crit here, if C wants, she can go for a second Dragon Dance, but I don't believe it's necessary. She won't be doing so. She can land a single Rock Slide and take game one. If she misses this, is it over though? I guess we will never know, folks. One way or another, Super Epic Ampharos takes a game one lead over Adam. Can Adam force a game three? Two very aggressive leads here. And I suppose Adam worried about getting outsped. And that is Choice Band Medi damage. Medicham absolutely locked into the Rock Slide here. And C wisely going to be pivoting the Medicham away. Rock Slide from the Metagross. And C just happy to completely trade down. The Meta gets an attack raise, but surely something can come in that's faster and revenge or scare out the Meta. Adam is going to save it for later, bringing in the Tyranitar and the Sand, hoping to avoid a Fire Punch burn, and crucially does so. No lefties revealed, by the way, on this T-Tar. So, I'm not going to lie, I don't know if 62% on Medi suggests that is CB, or maybe it's DD Lum. Salic Medi, by the way, is now outspeeding. So I was wrong. That wasn't Choice Band Medi after all. It can now Rock Slide. This is going to be tough for Adam to pivot around. A lot of things are going to be taking damage here. Just simply going to sack the Salamence. Gengar can come in, but yeah, it's -1 attack, but Shadow Ball is still going to nearly kill. And this Medi got an insane amount of value. It obliterated the entire Salamence and brought this Gengar nearly to its knees. The Bog Body sees own physical Gengar clicking Shadow Ball. Not something you see in ADV OU every day, folks. Shoutouts to DPPOU. And it's a rain team. Okay, Agility Metagross. And this is a turn. This is a turn of Pokemon. If you're Adam, this Kingdra represents a colossal threat to your team. Your T-Tar hasn't been eliminated. A part of you thinks, okay, I'm faster. This is my moment. I could explode and eliminate it. But of course, C can just go to the Gengar to soak up the boom. What will these players do? Simply gonna take Chip with Earthquake. And after the Rain Dance, I think, yes, the Kingdra will actually outspeed the Agility Metagross. T-Tar can come in and reset the weather. And oh, that Hydro Pump miss is devastating for C. And because of the sand, the Kingdra is going to go down. That's a primary win condition having been dealt with. Heracross is here, simply clicking Mega Horn. If anything on C's side has Weather Clear. No lefties on the Heracross. That could be CB, that could be a lot of things. And Lumberry Gengar, perfect for this moment to come in on that Spore. Could it have Brick Break to threaten this? It is. It's simply Brick Break Gengar. Okay, and we know it's Lum, so it's not Choice Band Physical Gar. It takes an Ice Beam and just blows up. Okay, we've eliminated the Starmie. And yeah, I don't think this Miracle is going to be able to do it on its own, folks. Surely it's a support and utility Pokemon first and foremost. And Adam not even clicking Spore. Getting a Salic, okay. Actually, hold on a moment. Oh, it's also Lum on the Jirachi. Super Epic Ampharos somehow bringing kind of the perfect team. The perfect team to deal with a lot of the lead Smeargle shenanigans. I mean, shoutouts to Adam for bringing a very aggressive, ballsy, and fairly high variance squad with your tournament life on the line. Very fun and exciting games. Super Epic Ampharos, absolutely a fan favorite. Bringing fire, bringing heat. She'll be moving on, and I think I can speak for a lot of the viewers when I say I'm very excited to see what she has in store for us later on in the losers bracket. Folks, thanks again so much for tuning in. Please continue to support the tournament. Check out the link in the description. Donate what you can. Every little bit helps. If 5 of the people listening to this donate $10, that's an extra $50 for these gamers that work so hard to build awesome teams. They show up. They game their hearts out. Do your part to make it worth their while beyond a simple love of the game. This has been Zetz. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next one.